Hello and welcome to Motion Time. Today I'm gonna show you this glass animation or this glass look in Apple Motion. This is my project settings, 1080, 1920 by 1080 and frame rate of 30 frames or this one. And the duration is 5 seconds. Let's first create our background. Go to Add Object, Generators, and Gradient. Then to select your gradient, you either click this, motion provided as with these presets, or you can create your own gradient here. So I'm gonna go to the library and gradient and then pick one here, maybe this one. Then to adjust your gradient, you go to this icon and then adjust item. I will also change this gradient to radial. Okay, then that's good. Let's rename this group as BG. Let's lock this. Let's create a new group, Command Shift N. Then inside this group, we will put our circle. C on your keyboard around like this. Then reset the properties. Then let's add some keyframe animation to our circle. I'm gonna set my initial state or initial position around here and then around here. Okay, and then let's go to the keyframe editor and then click this one. After last keyframe, ping pong. So we have this kind of ping pong animation. Then the next step, let's add some gradient to our circle. Then I will just go to the library and then select this sundown. Then change again to radial. I'm gonna adjust the item so you can find it here. Then I will add one more color. Okay, maybe let's add some outline a bit. Something like this. Okay, let's turn off background. Then let's rename this group as circle. Let's add a bump map on this group. Go to filters, distortion, and bump map. Let's create a gradient map for our circle. Let's add a new group, Command Shift N. Then go to Add Object, Generators, and Gradient. And on this part, the gradient, let's change this to black and white. Then let's adjust the gradient. Then the next step is let's add a tile filter. So go to Filters, Tiling, and Tile. Let's set the scale to something like this. 19, or you can play around with the scale. Then the next step is let's add some noise. Go to Filters, Stylize, add noise. Then change this to Gaussian blur and yeah, just leave it like this. Then let's add some Gaussian blur. So go to Filters, Blur, and Gaussian blur. Let's drop that Gaussian blur below the add noise. Let's turn off add noise for a while. So here on the amount, let's around like 35. Then the horizontal to 0. So we have something like this. Then turn on add noise and then let's add a high pass filter. Go to Filters, Stylize, and High Pass. So we have something like this. Let's rename this group as Map. Then here on the high pass, let's change the radius to 17 and then the amount to 1. So something like this. Let's turn off our map. Then here on our circle, let's turn on fixed resolution. Let's go to map and then here on the map image, let's drag our map. Then change the controls to something like horizontal and vertical. Then adjust the vertical scale to around 0.15. Then if we scrub through, we have this. So if you want to change the look of the glass in here, go to the map. And here on the add noise, let's change this to monochrome and then increase the amount to around like this. So if you don't want the map to appear in here, or the glass to appear in here, what you can do is you just need to mask the map. So this one. So let's do that. Option R. And then around here, let's mask the map. Then let's turn up again. Then if you scrub through, only this area will have the glass effect. Just like this. Okay, let's go to this part. Here on the rectangle mask, add some feather a bit. Okay, so around like this. Okay, let's turn our BG. Then maybe let's delete some color here. Then let's group them all. Command Shift N, and let's rename this as G1. Let's add some noise. Filters, stylize, add noise. Then monochrome, Gaussian blur. Then reduce the amount. So that's how to make that first glass effect in Apple Motion. Let's now proceed to glass 2. Let's lock this group. Let's duplicate. Command D. Turn off G1. Let's rename this group as G2. Okay, and then let's turn off the background. And let's reset the position of our circle. Let's turn off bump map also. Then I will change the color of the circle. I'm gonna apply this one. And then the next thing I will do is I will increase the scale of this circle. Something like this. And then I'm gonna clone this circle. So press K on your keyboard and then drop this circle below. Just like this. I will also turn off my outline. So you notice that my anchor point is in the middle because we're going to animate the rotation. Hi, so just a quick break. I noticed that most of my viewers are not still subscribed. So don't forget to hit that subscribe button to get notification every time I upload in my YouTube channel. Thank you, and let's continue again to the lesson. So let's do that. Go to behaviors, basic motion, and spin. Let's set this spin rate to around 36.2. And then you will notice that our circle is cut off. To solve this one, let's go to the group, go to group, and then increase fixed height. So we have something like this. Okay, let's go to our first frame, and then let's now create our glass again. So here on our map, just turn this on. Let's remove the mask. Then high pass, add noise, and Gaussian blur. So we only have this tile and the gradient. Let's turn off this group. And then here on our circle and also our background copy, let's group them. Command Shift N. Then put them inside the group. Let's rename this group as the source. Then the next thing we need to do is we need to clone this. Let's put it in a group. Command Shift N. Okay, let's put that in a group. Then remember our bump map filter here on the circle copy. Let's put that inside that group. Okay. And then here on the vertical scale, let's set that to 0. And then here on the horizontal scale, let's set it to 0.15. Let's turn off our source. On this group with the clone layer, let's add a directional blur. Go to filters, blur, and directional blur. Set this to this one to 70. And then increase this like around this one, 135. Okay, not 135, but only set it to 70. Let's add some channel blur. So go to filters, blur, and channel blur. Set the horizontal to 0 and then increase the amount. Okay. Then remember our map. Let's duplicate that. Command D. Then this map and the source clone. Let's rename this group as source CL. Let's put them inside the group, Command Shift N. Then let's rename this group as final. And here on the map copy, which we duplicate earlier, let's add some Luma keyer. So go to filters, mask and keying, and Luma keyer. So we have this. Then here on the final group, let's add some mask. So option R, then around this area. So we have this, and then the next thing is just clone this source group again. So we have this. Okay, a few adjustments. Let's go to our map copy. Then here on the tile, let's increase this to scale to 10 and then stretch to 2.64. Okay, let's do the same with the other one. And then 2.64. And then here on the map copy, the blend mode to overlay and change the opacity to around 40%. So here on our file group, here on this rectangle mask, let's adjust the position a bit. Okay, so we have this. So that's how to make that glass 2 in Apple Motion. And then lastly, we're gonna make some textured glass. So let's make a new group. Let's lock this group and turn it up. So Command Shift N, add object, generators, and then gradient. And here on the gradient, of course, I'm gonna select, okay, maybe this dawn purple, change it to radial, and adjust the settings. Let's rename this group as BG. Let's turn that up for a while. Then let's create some circles. Okay, this one, rename this as the balls. Then for the color, we'll just randomly choose some colors here. Okay, once you're satisfied with the number of your balls, let's arrange them in our composition or in our project area. Okay, and then let's increase the radius for each. And then let's add some wriggle parameter here on the position. After that, let's just copy and paste this wriggle to the other circles. Don't forget to change the random seed. So we have this. Okay, let's extend our circles. Then let's rename this group again. Sorry, my mistake. Let's rename it as source. Let's clone them twice. Let's turn up our source. Then this group, let's rename it as the glass. And then this one, let's turn it up for a while. Let's create a new group, Command Shift N. Inside this group, let's rename it as the glass shape. Then let's add some rectangle again, something like this. Let's reset the position, go to shape, geometry, and add some roundness around 20. So you can play around with the height and width. Let's turn this up. So here on the glass group, let's add a mask, Command Shift M. Then drag the glass shape inside here. We have this. Then the next thing is let's add some blur on this group. Go to filters, blur, and Gaussian blur. For this one, you can play around with the amount. I'll set it to around 64. And then I will turn on also my other group from earlier. So you can see already that we have this glass looking effect on our shapes. So on this group, I will add a mask also, Command Shift M, then drag the glass shape inside the mask source. Then click invert mask. So we have this. Then here on the glass group, I'm gonna add some compound blur. So go to filters, blur, and compound blur. Then in here, I need to put some map. So I will import some texture. You can use any texture you want. You can find it online. So after that, I will rename this group as texture. Turn it off. Then here on the compound blur, I will drag the texture group inside the blur map. After that, I will increase the amount. So you cannot see anything yet. Just increase the amount however you like. If we look closer, we already have this texture look on our glass. Okay, then let's increase this to around 250. Then here on our texture, you can add some levels filter here. So go to filters, color, and levels. We can adjust the RGB handles here. So we can adjust something like this, so that we can really get that texturized look. So something like this, very nice. And then let's add more because we want to like stylize the border of our glass. So here on the glass shape, clone that one. And then let's add some edge filter. So go to filters, stylize, and edges. So we have something like this. And the next step is let's add some gradient colorize. So go to filters, color, and gradient colorize. So we have something like this already. To solve this black part, or to make this disappear, just go to your clone and then change the blend mode to add. If you experience this, just go to the group, blend mode, and add. Okay, now you can see we have this texture, or the glass sides are now looking much more interesting. Applying a filter on a group, the pass-through will not be available. So it's better to apply the filters on to the layer. So we have this textured glass in Apple Motion. I hope that you enjoyed this lesson and you learned how to make this cool and interesting glass in Apple Motion. Don't forget to subscribe and see you again next time.